of Douglas's most historic churches have been destroyed in a fire.
And that fire now being investigated by federal agents as residents question how one of the country's most unique religious squares went up in flames. News 4 Tucson's Chorus Nylander is live from Douglas with more on how church members are getting through this. Chorus.
Yeah, well, Sean, there's no question how devastating this has been, not just for the church members, but really all of Douglas. These two iconic historic churches right here behind me, now little more than just burned up rubble. Still few answered questions tonight as people from many different faiths offer a helping hand.
100 years of history gone.
Tonight, federal agents from the ATF are assisting the Douglas Fire Department trying to figure out what caused two historic 100-year-old churches to burn to the ground.
I hope they do a good investigative job because it just at least answer some questions. You'd like to know if it was done deliberately, accidentally.
Don Decker and his wife Catalina were married at one of the churches 33 years ago. Like many folks here, the Episcopal and Presbyterian churches were full of memories, now turned to ash.
A big loss.
Yeah, these are some of the oldest churches in Douglas. They were all built at the same time, back when Phelps Dodge was laying out the town.
The blaze started around 10 a.m. Monday, then overnight Tuesday morning a second fire, possibly from hot spots left behind, caused even more damage.
They are investigating it as suspicious, and that's really all we know.
Peggy Christensen is a pastor with the Presbyterian Church. She worries about the thought of someone doing this intentionally.
Very sad that someone would do that, take a piece of history and sacred space and places in the community that try to do good.
This church square is famous for being the only place in the country with 4 churches of different faiths right next to each other. Michelle Kelly with the neighboring Grace Methodist Church, which wasn't damaged, is offering to help any way they can.
We're here for you. This is our community, and we care.
And I spoke with a spokesperson from the ATF tonight. They tell me their role here is assisting the Douglas Fire Department with whatever they need. At this point, he couldn't tell me whether or not they have any reason to believe this was arson at this point. As for the future of these churches, I spoke with the church members. That's still an unanswered question. Remains to be seen what their future plans are here. First, they have to get through this investigation and figure out what happened. We're live from Douglas tonight. Chorus Nylander, News 4 Tucson.